I have
send it to
notes.
me on Discord or whatever.
Right.
I'm not super worried about how we get it, just so that I'm aware of stuff, because
Right.
that was like a year ago.
Yeah, and that's why I bring it up now.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Yeah, I
And
never put
and the
that
thing was,
together.
at the time I was like, oh, you guys, this is such a smart thing, and then you have no way of knowing that you're making it all useless by telling Maloon.
Fuck.
I was both excited and saddened at the same time.
You're like, well, now I have to remake all this.
It
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah. And it's one of
Alrighty.
those things you had no way to know.
Yeah,
Right.
none
But
at all.
anyway, back up to general.
Hello!
All right, I'm gonna go to Ding Kai real quick. So be right back.
Get him! Get him!
I'm actually kind of flabbergasted.
What's up?
Oh, with me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What
Yeah.
happened?
No, you want to see what I thought you looked like? My brain made you look like this.
I wish I looked like that. Damn.
I was like, oh my god, I was way off.
What about me?
You, oh my god. You, I pictured as very, like, I pictured you as, like, superbly southern. Like, I pictured you as, like, having
course.
stubble, clean cut, cowboy hat, wears flannel.
Half of those things are true, and I'm not southern at all. Everything but the flannel. I wear a cowboy hat.
And all I could think of when I thought of Kason was fucking Will Wheaton.
That's pretty great, though.
all right. The Kalania has been summoned. At least we'll see.
Excellent.
I could private message him and tell him we have cookies.
Yeah, I went and I sent him a call on Discord, and we'll see. He'll do what he probably usually does and show up here in about 20 minutes or so. But I'm going to go ahead and get started because we're kind of short on time. So
Right. Yeah, let's roll.
yeah. Speaking of which, how much time do we have about? Do we need to stop in 2 hours or 2
Well,
hours?
over
3?
2 hours.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
hours. 6.
All right. Give me like 10-minute warning at least if you can.
Sure.
So I'm going to try to keep an eye on it myself, but you know. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hang on. Stop the music. Stop the music. I wanted to do this thing where this question of the week thing. Did you guys want to do that just through Discord, or did you want to do that before the session every week?
It's up to you. I don't care. Otherwise,
I'm not really sure what you meant by that. What's going on there? Like we read our answers aloud, or
No. Just if you had I was thinking I might do a different question or something. I don't know. I was going to read a different question right now, but
okay. So
anyway.
you read us a question, we answer in our characters.
Yeah, if you want to, like, if you don't want to answer, that's
like
fine,
it.
or whatever.
I like it.
I'm okay with it.
So I'm just gonna pull up the next one on the list here. Give me 1 second. What is the first thing you notice about a person when you meet them?
Mine's easy. How attractive they are.
If
Well,
they're
if it's
carrying any books.
If it's a woman, if it's a man, how big his weapon is and where it is.
I'm good.
Shame on y'all. Y'all are perverted.
And you are. Where his weapon is. Where else would it be?
How big
Okay.
is this weapon? Really? You really look for
Okay.
books? You don't look for books.
I would.
So
I try to gauge how smart they are.
There you go. That makes more sense.
How about you, Seraphima?
If
you don't, for the record, you don't have to have an answer. You don't have to answer publicly.
What do I notice first about a person?
Yeah. What's the first thing you notice?
how they are. Like, I can usually gauge how friendly a person is within the first few seconds of meeting them. So usually I can tell if I have bad vibes or good vibes with a person.
All right, cool.
Then secondly, it's if they're pretty.
They're what?
If they're pretty.
Oh,
Todern and Seraphim are going to go along just fine.
we already are. We already are.
No, we're fine.
Make
All
you
right.
make a Sunniite out of you yet.
Oh God.
You'll be our first ASMR.
All right,
Can
I'll
you
go.
switch jobs if you've already chosen one? I've never done that.
Can you switch what?
You can
Well, no,
convert.
yeah, I was
there-
thinking about
Well,
that.
here's the thing. I say convert. Convert's a difficult word for the Forgotten Realms. With it being multiple deities, usually what the case is you have a chosen deity that's like your favorite, but
Mm.
most people in the world, other than say the priests,
Mhm.
they tend to worship multiple gods. You'll have a farmer that worships Sylvanus when he needs to go hunting or something. Then he'll worship say Timora for good luck, and he'll also worship the Morning Lord Lathander when every morning, and just depending on what the situation is, different people will worship multiple gods.
Right. So you could totally just add Seraphine to your, add Sunni to your repertoire.
Oh, okay.
Start hanging out with all us pretty people.
And see for Drax, for Bart rather, Mistra is the goddess of magic, but there's also Ogma, who is the goddess or god, I can't remember which one it is, but of knowledge. So he probably maybe both.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Kai says he's running just a little bit late.
Uh-oh. Who died?
Was that Rhythms?
That was Rhythm. Well, why is it? That was my fault. I fucked that up.
Well, since everybody's posting a picture of their faces. It's me.
Awesome.
I've seen you before.
I don't think
I don't
have.
know where.
That is not the right fucking music.
Wow.
You walked in. This would be hilarious if we walked into a tavern and that was.
Yeah, the Restless
I don't
Inn
know
is
what
bumping
happened
today.
there.
Holy shit.
I do not know what happened there.
People
Okay.
getting down to Gangnam Style in the Restless
I haven't
Inn.
even heard that song in years. Okay.
Watching a
There's
bunch of dwarves.
probably a cross in the stream between ours and someone else's there. They're probably listening to some heroic music going, what the hell?
This is a
right.
rave. What the fuck?
So, after the attempt on Bartholomew's life, the Uncommons spent the next couple of days preparing for their journey into Undermountain. You finished making preparations, first speaking to Fala Lafalier for healing potions and ingredients to create more during your journey. Fala also mentioned that if you happen to come across any rare flora or fungi in Undermountain, that she would pay for a sample that she could plant in her greenhouse. After speaking with her, you visit Gabby's Gadgets and Gizmos, a new shop across the street from Drillskull Manor. Gabby, an excitable gnomish inventor, was excited to meet all of you, and with the assistance of her partner Nim, the Nimblewright construct, demonstrated a number of strange clockwork contraptions, some of which you ended up purchasing. Meanwhile, Bartholomew met with Rishal the Page Turner to copy new spells into his spellbook and discuss some of the unusual features of Undermountain. He learned that certain magics, such as teleportation, banishment, and sending spells, are often prevented from working by the dungeon's creator, Halaster Blackcloak. The evening ended with Bartholomew visiting his father, Malfear Margaster, and they discussed stomping out the last remnants of devil worship within the family, but things took a sour tone when the subject of Thornhold Castle came up. Malfear shared news that he had leveled a formal protest against a move by Clan Stoneshaft made only days before, where the dwarves had requested the Cartographers Guild label the castle as Stoneshaft Hold from now on. In fact, Belaril Stoneshaft, soon to be the leader of Clan Stoneshaft, is in Undermountain right now in search of House Margaster's family signet ring. An enchanted ring that was believed to be lost in the High Forest more than a century ago. But recent evidence uncovered suggests that it may be within the halls of Undermountain. I could not have timed that better. All right. And so, I am going to begin. Hold on 1 second here.
Drax, did Bart? I had to leave last time, but did Bert tell everyone else about your ring being in the Undermountain, possibly?
Mm-mm.
Alrighty.
Seraphina.
Yes.
It's late at night, you've gone to bed, you
Mhm.
sleep peacefully, but during the night, you begin to have a dream.
Okay.
You find yourself walking through the tunnels of a cavern deep underground. It's filled with spider webbing. You'll see a spider skittering across the walls and along the webs around you. They're all over the place, dozens of them. But you keep moving forward. You descend further. The tunnel opens up into a larger chamber. Ahead of you, you can see that there's a subterranean river that's flowing. And there's a rickety pier that's out there. Some of the boards are loose and one of them's broken through. There's a large boat at the end. What do you do?
How big is this? How big is this boat? Like, we're talking
Um,
rowboat or something more
it's a
for
large,
people?
a larger. I don't want to say sailboat, but it would be rowing. But
Okay.
it's big enough for multiple people. But right now it's just you.
Probably make my way to the boat out of curiosity.
So when you look down into the boat from the pier, you have to step carefully on this pier. But when you look down, you can see there are holes in the boat, but it doesn't seem to be sinking.
Odd. Like, in all accounts, it should be sinking where these holes are, right? Like, but
You'd
it's not.
You'd think so.
Hmm. I would probably step down into it to see if maybe the pressure of my foot makes it start to fill with water.
It does not. When you step into the boat, it feels just every bit as buoyant as it should be. Water doesn't come through the cracks.
It's definitely magical, I think.
There are two oars there for you.
Alright, then I disembark from the dock and start rowing.
Right. You move along the river, rowing the boat. Through twisting caverns that in some places the top of the cave is just say 10 feet above you, and then it'll open up into hundreds of feet or more above you. You can see other tunnels along the shoreline here, but you keep going. And eventually, as your vision races along the water's surface, you come to a massive chamber, much larger than any of the others. You see there's a giant skull sitting in the water.
Oh my.
Above the skull, you see there are dozens of floating eyes bobbing around, and flying snakes They're just zipping around as well. They seem to be chasing the eyes, and they'll strike at the eyes, but the eyes seem to be firing some sort of energy rays at the snakes. This strange combative dance. To one side, though, you can see that the chamber has another tunnel that you can go down, and the river flows into this tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So the boat takes a turn, and you find yourself twisting and turning through more tunnels along this underground river, descending deeper and deeper underground. This one also eventually does open up into a larger chamber. Suddenly you find yourself standing. The river fades away, the boat is gone. Just seems to fade into nothingness. You find yourself alone, in the dark, beneath the boughs of a lone willow tree. Somehow this place... roll an insight check.
Okay.
Natural 20. All right.
Nice.
This place feels very safe to you. Like this could be a hidden refuge from the darkness that lay beyond it. You feel a very strong instinct that you should not harm anything around you. And
So
that's
this
when
place feels familiar to me.
not familiar, not
To say.
yeah,
Hmm.
not familiar, but safe. You with a
Okay.
natural 20, that willow tree. You've had visions like this in the past,
Mhm.
and you know the symbology of dreams like this. That willow tree is very important. You're not sure
Mhm.
exactly how, but something about willow tree is important.
So I'm utterly alone here.
You are for a moment.
Okay.
Then you and the tree both are thrown into shadow. You look up and you see a green dragon flying low overhead. You watch as it swoops down towards you, wings unfurled, its mouth wide, as a familiar noxious green gas spews forth.
Oh, that's a bad memory.
Roll a perception check.
Whoopa Gungam style.
It's hard to say whether this is Rithera or another dragon like Rithera, but it's
Mhm.
definitely... It appears to be a similar size, a young green dragon. And as the dragon swoops down on you and the gas envelops you, you awaken with a start. You're alone in your room at the end Troll Skull Alley.
Oh boy. Probably wake and shaken.
So you look outside. Early morning. You can see that it's a little bit of snow coming down. The rest of you all awaken. What would you like to do?
Crazy. All right. Well, today's the day. I'll head down for breakfast.
I'll spend a couple of minutes changing the spells I think I'm gonna need for the day and the trek.
Yeah, I'll say a quick prayer of thanks to Suni for making the day beautiful and my life beautiful and me beautiful, and then I'll head down for breakfast.
All right. How about you, Mortimer?
I like the idea of eating.
Eating, good deal. So,
something special with lots of like quinoa.
I don't think I actually know what quinoa is, but
It's
okay.
a type of
Something green.
it's a type of grain that is like a pasta. It's very small but filling,
Oh, okay.
kind of like rice.
Well,
It's rice but bland.
Yeah, really. It has no flavor at all.
So,
so you guys,
sorry, quick functional question. The
Sure.
inn does not have its own kitchen dining setup, right? Or does it?
that's entirely up to you guys.
It does now.
I would prefer that it didn't, and we made every space we could available for sleeping, because we have a restaurant right across the street.
That's fine.
Agreed.
So Seraphima and Mortimer, you both come to the tavern across the street, the Restless Tavern, where already this morning there are 3 halflings that are running around. You can smell cooked meats and quinoa in the back that's being cooked.
The hell is
Floon
that shit?
Floon comes in a little bit late.
Flash shrugs.
Floon comes in just a little bit late, but he's kind of surprised to see you guys down here as early as you are this morning.
Morning,
And
Floon.
good morning.
Today's the day.
So how's that going to work? Where are you guys going? I know you're going into Undermountain, but
Down under.
so you'll be off the yawning portal then, huh?
Indeed.
Yep. Unless you want to start digging our own right here.
I think that'd be a very long way down. I don't know if I wanted to start doing that.
I bought you a shovel.
He kind of has this weird look in his face, like, wait, what?
I'm joking.
Glad to hear that. Last time I was in there, they had a very large spider get loose.
Well,
Uh,
we already have a ghost, so maybe
Ah,
that's
that's
enough.
true.
hearing the spiders, I kind of think of the dream I had and get
Yeah.
kind of uneasy.
What's wrong? You don't like spiders?
I don't like anything with more than 4 legs.
Fair enough.
But no, that's not the reason I'm startled. I had a very awkward dream last night.
Did you?
Yeah, it was unsettling.
You dreamt of Tundran again, did you?
Now hold on. Hold on just a second.
Can I kill him? Can I kill him now?
I must admit, I've had similar dreams.
You love it. You know you do.
I reach down and take off my shoe and get ready to throw it.
We'll kill
That's
him
how it
after
started.
breakfast. But did it seem relevant? The dream? I've had visions myself that are very important things that only ever help after the fact. So maybe we should talk about it.
Well, the dream was mostly myself walking through a massive expansion of caves. I came to this subterranean river, and there was a boat that could possibly fit all of us.
Am I there?
No, it was just me.
No, I mean out of character. Is my character there?
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
I
just me.
I would say by now the 4 of you are all together at the table having breakfast.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Well, I mean, we're going down into Undermountain.
Right? Sounds relevant.
It does. But then it got really awkward. I came into this massive vaulted room where there were flying snakes and eyeballs flying around above me. And they were chasing each other, and it seemed of a magical nature.
Any of that sounds like something I'm aware of?
Roll an insight check with your intelligence if it's not already intelligence.
Same. Can I see if I heard anything at a bar, maybe, or a story from an adventure that might remind me of that?
16.
I'd say you can also roll an insight check. Okay. So for both of you, you've both know the Xanathar Guild is very well known for eye imagery, and the flying snake is the symbol of the Zentarum.
Right.
Oh gosh.
There's
Oh,
some
this is
good
not sounding
symbolism
good.
going on there.
And the skull in water with a 20 seems like Skullport to you.
I was gonna
Seems-
say that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Interesting.
I'll relate to Seraphima. Well, you are aware of the Xanathar and the Zentarum. Both of those correlate to eyes and flying snakes. And we
My-
are heading to a place called Skullport.
Oh wow. But that's not where it stops, though.
Oh, good. Please continue.
Oh, there's more.
I stopped, and all of a sudden I was standing, but I was standing under this willow tree, but I wasn't afraid. It felt safe. And this is where it gets scary. I started to see this green dragon, and it looked like the one that had held me captive before. And of course, in the dream, it started to swoop down upon me. And that's the last thing I remember before I woke up.
I don't remember. Did y'all end up slaying that green beast? Or is it still out there?
Jason, did we, out of character, did we actually cover that? I can't remember if we
Yeah.
discussed that or not.
Epheral, the Green Knight, Trim Cherry Cheeks,
Right.
and Mortimer helped you kill it.
Right.
So when they came in, you joined up with them and helped them kill it. So
Right.
Rethera is dead.
Okay.
So it couldn't be that one, hopefully.
No. No,
But-
we killed the one that held me captive. But does this mean that there's another green dragon in Undermountain?
Right. Yeah, there's more where that came from. That sucks.
I do want to add one other thing real quick. Your bag of holding came from Rethera's horde.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, continue.
If there's another green dragon in Undermountain, you might want to take care of it, because
And keep an eye out for trees as a safe haven sort of thing, perhaps.
Maybe.
Particularly willows.
Yeah,
But it's
is
also
a willow tree a symbol for anything that I would recognize?
Roll an insight check.
It's Thunder Tree. Hind comes in, saves the day.
I would want to do the same thing.
I'll allow it.
There's
Go ahead.
definitely a theme of green fucking dragons going on.
Nice,
So-
21.
Despite the 21,
Nice.
their willow tree just does not ring a bell to you. Like, not specifically.
Hmm.
Well, we can keep an eye out, see if that becomes more clear later on. Thanks for sharing. I know that
Indeed.
kind of personal thing can be hard to let out sometimes.
Well,
No,
we
it was-
do know that the Zentarum and the Xanathar have something going on down in Undermountain. And if your dream says anything, it sounds like that's going to become relevant to us very soon.
it seems in my dream they were fighting, going after each other. So that might be a problem.
When we were looking for the Dragon Horde, there was almost open battle between the two factions.
They were fighting in the streets. It got real messy there for a while.
This does not bode well at all, then.
No.
I would say you guys both know the no check involved. That's still ongoing. It's just the Zentarum moved it out of the streets and into the sewers months ago. Like during Dragon Heist, Davil was pushing that to happen out of sight, out of mind, under the city rather than in the streets. He did
Right.
not want it on the streets.
I had something I was gonna say, but it has slipped my mind.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Hmm.
It's gone. Anyway, anything we need to take care of before we head over to the portal?
I am perfectly ready to go.
Oh,
Indeed.
actually, this might have been it. I can't remember. But speaking of your bag of holding,
Yes,
would you mind hanging on to some stuff for me? I'm just about maxed.
of course.
here.
Of course. I don't mind at all.
Okay, so
If you want, you can just put bag of holding in the location.
thank you. I
But-
was hoping so I could still see what I have. It's just
Right.
in the. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So while he's doing that, though,
Oh, rations and water skins. We need to pick those up first, because I don't have any.
so we're gonna hand wave rations and water skins, just because the way it's been told to me, nobody's really interested in keeping up with that kind of stuff. I think there's an advantage to doing it. I think there's disadvantage to doing it. There's pros and cons both ways. But for the sake of this, I think we're just gonna get keeping track of food and water.
We already
We're just
spent,
gonna say we have it.
We already spent
Yeah.
so much time RPing. We
Yeah.
never get anything done if we were min-maxing inventory too.
Yeah.
Not that I
I'd
have
say
a problem
this,
with RRP. I enjoy RRP. It's just one more thing that
there's
stops us.
There's a place for keeping track of food and water. I don't think it's at level 7 necessarily. So
Fair enough.
you get to a point where it becomes like too much. So
Right.
we're gonna hand wave that one. But Danica brings your food up. She's a halfling. Let's see if I've got a picture of her. Anyway, I don't have a picture handy, but that's fine. So she brings the food out, and if you want to see the picture, it's actually on the Discord Faces of Trollskull Alley. So there you go. Everything you guys wanted for the breakfast, you guys have your meals, and you start to leave. And Kelso, who's her older brother, comes and he kind of stops you guys at the door. He says, "So how long are you guys going to be down there?"
Until we find Gnarl.
He says, you can see he's like I said, he's a halfling also. He's dark hair, kind of twitchy. Bart and Todrin, you guys know he helped you guys with the dragon heist thing.
Right.
He says, "Look, this is kind of awkward, but you know our situation is weird, like right with the shard shunners and all."
Right.
He says, "Look, you can see him kind of, like I said, that kind of twitchy that you've come to expect from the halflings." He says, Just do me a favor, okay? Make sure you're not on the dungeon level during the full moon."
Oh. All right. How long
Is
until the
that
next?
where you guys retreat to?
First, sorry, what was the
And I
question,
would-
Todrin? I'm gonna
Bard
get both of
asked.
you.
I didn't ask anything. Oh,
Okay.
wait, you're right. I was. How long until the next full moon?
About you've got plenty of time. It's about 14 days or so.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be fine.
And
But
he says,
I'll lean down and whisper that to him. I don't say it out loud. Is that where you and yours go?
"Look, there's a lot of places in the sewers that intersect with Undermountain, the top level. And yeah, some of us go down there during full moon. So, look, just if you were to run into him during the full moon, it'd be bad for you guys, okay? Be bad for us.
Agreed.
So, just don't be there."
We'll do that.
I appreciate the heads up.
All right. You guys, good luck.
And I pull a 10-foot pole out of my pocket that I've been carrying around, I guess. And I hand it to him. Hold on to this for me till I get back, please. And I just walk out the door.
Man, this pole is like 3 times taller than he is, and he's just like, what do I do with this?
Same thing I was doing with it.
Gross.
Absolutely nothing, you nasty.
All right. So, from there, where do you guys head?
I think we're ready to head to the Yawning Portal.
Yawning Portal.
Let's go.
Talk to Durnan real quick, and then we'll head down.
Right.
It's happening. It's happening. I'm so excited. This is in character.
Give me 1 second to get this all set.
Always wanted to go down here. Honestly surprised it took us this long to get around to it, the way things have been going.
It's been pretty chaotic since we found that gold.
True that.
Give me just a second here to get this set. And the music. All right. So, let me see here. Hang on, I've lost something. So, amid the bustle of Waterdeep, within the castle ward, where barristers, nobles, and emissaries battled with word and contract, stands an inn, not quite like any other. Before there was even a castle ward, or even before what could be recognized as an ancestor of Waterdeep, there was a dungeon. And in that dungeon begins the tale of the Yawning Portal. Yawning Portal is about a 3-story building. It's absolutely massive. And when you enter the tap room, the first thing you notice, aside from just the place is packed like all the time, there is a 40-foot diameter well shaft right smack in the middle of the tap room.
That's a big hole.
Wow, y'all are nasty.
We learn from the best.
You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right.
So, you can see some familiar faces to some of you. Durnan is obviously behind the bar. You see Mert having a chat with him right in front of him. You see Renair Neverember, and
Who is Asper? I don't know that person.
you have not met Asper.
Roll for initiative.
Jalester Silvermane and Renair are sitting there next to Mert. They're all having a chat with Durnan. Asper seems to be in on that discussion. And to the right, just a couple of tables back, you can see, and Tudrin, as you come in, you make direct eye contact with Davil Starsong.
Oh,
He's-
shit.
He's having a discussion with, you can see Istrid Horn is sitting there.
That's our
Along,
Zentarum contact, right?
Yeah.
right. There's a half-orc woman sitting next to him, to his right, and across from him
Another
is a bard. Has a bardish look to him. He's got the hat. He's got a lute strung over his shoulder. And off in the corner there, though, you can see on the stage is Matrim Three Strings Mareg, who is currently playing the music that you all hear right now.
When you said Matrim, my brain was like, Matrim Cawthon.
Coffin. Yep. I'll get a big old grin and walk over to the man's table.
to Dabble?
Yep.
Let me undo the... There, you should be able to move freely now.
Awesome.
There we go.
Master Devil, it's good to see you made it out of prison.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
I turn around.
Do
and
any of the
look.
rest of you follow him over?
Yeah.
No, I'll head over to Mert and Renair
All right,
and
Seraphina,
Jalister.
Mortimer.
I'll probably follow behind Todrin.
All right, I think Mortimer's currently AFK for a moment.
One back, sorry.
Oh, are you? Okay. Do you want to go with Bart to Mert, or do you want to go with Todrin and Seraphima over to where Dabble is?
I'll go with Bart.
All right. So, I'll start with you, Todrin.
Alright. Master Starsong, good to see you again, sir. This lovely lady here is Seraphima, new addition to our uncommon.
He gives you a nod, Seraphima. He says, "It's a pleasure to meet you. Todrin, you should bring more women by."
No.
I was kind of taken aback by that comment.
Yeah, he kind of gives you this just a wry grin. And he looks to the man across the table. He looks to the man across the table and he says, "Speaking of business, I'll speak to you later."
Oh, good. Right.
And this guy gets up, passes by you, Seraphima, and as he's leaving, there's another woman sitting here in front of the fireplace that also leaves with him.
I'll walk over and stand behind the chair.
He just gestures to the chair and says, "Help yourself."
Don't mind if I do. I'll drop in and put my boots up on the table. Just kind of look around. This place, I don't get to spend enough time here.
There's nowhere else quite like it, that's for certain.
Indeed, indeed.
So, I have already heard that you are heading into Undermountain.
Well, that does seem to be why people come here dressed as we are, and I point at all of our gear, strapped all about our bodies. Let me guess, you have a special request.
Kind of looks you up and down and he says, "What makes you think that?"
Because everyone has a special request. I just get a grin.
Todrin, you come in here, you just act like you own the place, and you just come right up this way. You continue to confound me.
Okay. Wasn't my goal.
You know, I tried to be a friend to you before. I offered to help you, and you refused. When I came to you for help, you left me hanging out to dry.
Are you referring to the prison scenario?
Among other things.
Right. Well, you may have heard about the orcs and the orc attack. I was captured and lugged off to the mountains. There wasn't a lot I could do about that.
Todrin, that happened months ago.
Hasn't been months, has it?
It has been 6 months.
What?
I also put in a good
No,
word
hang on.
with-
Whoa, back up.
6 months since we dealt with Davil, not
Right.
the orc thing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
orc thing has been days ago.
I know, and Todrin knows. I'm just kind of blowing smoke into the air. I say, and as far as you getting imprisoned goes, we put in the best words we could with the people we knew, but it's not like we run the jail. I couldn't just bust you out of there.
You know, like I said, I've tried to be a friend to you and to Barton, but you've both been very difficult. You came in here, and he looks to the woman to his right, this half-orc woman. He says, "You came in here and you swept Yagra off her feet, and you took her away in the middle of the night, and you got her killed,
Now hold on.
rather than coming to me for help. But then, when the city watch took me up took me in on trumped-up charges. And he looks to the woman to his left, Istrid. He says, "You provided refuge to Istrid. While the City Watch was looking for her, you literally hid a fugitive for me. I am very appreciative of that. But then,
Alright.
you chased Schemo halfway across the city alongside Maloon, and you almost got him killed. I don't know what to expect with you guys."
Oh, is that what this is about? By the way, is he alright?
He's alive, yes.
Good.
He'll hardly speak to me, though.
I can imagine why.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
A big old grin on my face. So, have you ever heard of Intellect Devourers?
His eyes kind of narrow, and he says, "Yes. Why?"
The good man Maloon was actually possessed by one for a good portion of time.
So I've heard.
Right, so we did not know that when your man was hunted by Maloon.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh god. A good roll to land this one. I'm gonna use my inspiration right now.
All right.
I knew I was gonna have to. Come on, baby. Oh, I missed the box. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on.
All right.
That'll work.
He's
Sunni's
just gonna
truth,
give-
that.
He gives you this look and just nods his head and says, "Fair enough."
Trust me, we considered him a close friend right up until we spilled his what we thought were brains all over the street.
So what about us? Are we friends, Todrin?
I think we can continue to work together as such, if you're still open to it.
You know, I'm not the leader of the Zentarum and Waterdeep anymore.
I never hoped that you were. That's above my pay grade, sir. It's just
looks to
nice to
you.
have friends, you know?
He turns his attention to you, Seraphim, and he says, "And what brought you into this man's presence?"
I grin.
The architect. I was part of the Emerald Enclave, but things happened, and
Terrible thing.
there I am. It was.
Yeah, we were captured together and ended up escaping together. She's quite talented and capable, along with her diminutive friend back there, and I'll point at Mortimer.
Nods his head.
Grumble. Told
Well.
on my side.
I'm glad to hear that. Just- So why are you going down there? I mean, you're not exactly the type to just abandon an orc horde out there to go dungeon delving without good reason.
You are right about that. Actually, I have information that perhaps there is something relevant to the orc invasion down in the well. And that is technically not a lie, because What's-His-Fuck is also bonded to Azure Edge.
Gnarl.
No,
Or Ludwig.
yeah, Ludwig.
Okay.
Hoping to find some answers. We'll be back as soon as we can, of course. We can help with that.
He just nods his head and he says, "Well then, I'll tell you what. Consider this a piece of friendly advice. The Zentarum has ongoing operations against the Xanathar Guild down there. You can either help us make Waterdeep a better place." He kind of leans in across the table and gets a little quieter. He says, "Or you can stay out of the way. Alright?"
Right. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
Good. And he looks to you, Seraphim, and he says, "It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Try to keep this one out of trouble, will you?"
That's always my goal.
I grin, and as we stand up to walk away, I wink at Davil, and I'm like, "I didn't know you had a tide, Davil." And then I look over at Taga Stonefist and give her a wink and walk away.
Oh my god.
Uh,
So gross.
He replaced the
Todrick.
half-orc with a half-orc.
Todrin, roll an insight check when you wink at the half orc.
Is it the other half?
Actually, I'm sorry. Make it a. Oh, we'll go with insight. When you look over to her, it's the first time you really like. You've been paying attention to Davil more. When you look over at her, you almost have to do a double take. She looks a lot like Yagra.
Oh
Like-
no!
Oh no. Zombie?
I stop and do a double take.
She just looks up to you and she says, "Something wrong?"
Davil, you haven't introduced us.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My manners. This is Taga Stonefist. She was, well, Yagra's sister.
I get really somber and serious.
Oh,
Bow to Taga. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. We were it really broke us up what happened.
She just
Broke
kind of.
me up.
You can just hear her kind of mutter under her breath when she says, "Me too," and that's it. She won't even make eye contact with you right now.
Understandable. Having said my piece, I will turn and leave.
Casey, you're an asshole.
Holy fuck, it's her sister! Jesus
Aw.
Christ!
You gonna seduce her too?
Twofer,
Shut the
yeah.
fuck up! How dare you, sir?
Is that around anywhere?
That's uncharitable and indecent. God
So,
damn it.
Seraphima,
Nice, Kai.
What'd he say?
Seraphima.
Is
Oh,
her
go
mother
back.
around?
I'm sorry. What was it?
oh my goodness.
That's if the mother was around anywhere.
Oh, not that you know of.
Okay.
Seraphima, when
Yes.
Todrin turns his back, gets up and leaves the table, and you start to follow behind him, you see Taga actually gets up and she leaves the table also, and she goes the other direction.
Oh boy.
Bart, we'll go to you.
Crazy.
All right. I'll walk up and kind of stand behind the group and just, why, hello, gentlemen.
So Mert is this kind of boisterous voice, and it's like when he's got a mug in one hand, and as soon as you speak up, he turns to you, mug in hand, and he goes, "Bartholomew, come in," and he says, "Darnan, please get him a drink,
And I nod at Dernan.
Darnan's just kind of, Darnan's got a kind of a gruff personality, and he just kind of nods his head. He doesn't say anything. He says, "Welcome." He says, "I hear that you're going down there."
Indeed I am. I was hoping perhaps you and Dernan could give us some tips.
And he kind of looks to Dernan, and Dernan just kind of grunts a little bit as he's pouring the drink and hands it over to you.
Thank you.
He says, "Always figured you'd take a trip down the well again."
Well, I mean, last time was so brief.
Actually, you know you guys hold the record for the shortest trip down the well?
Really?
You do.
No, I'm pretty proud of my handiwork.
Look, if you're going down there to become a legend, let me tell you, there's better ways. But if you're that keen on dying in the dark, that's your decision. I ain't gonna stop you.
Trust me, I am not going down there for myself.
Kind of pauses and says, "What's got you interested down there?"
Well, I am looking out for my friends. That
Well,
and
then-
there's key pieces of Waterdeep history that tend to be in the balance.
Well, then you've got a better reason than most. I wish you luck in that, I really do.
As I said, I wouldn't go down there just to claim fame or fortune. I've had enough of that, thank you.
Todrin, as you're coming back to the table, you see Bart, and Bart's leaned in here close to between Durnan and between Mert and Gillester. Durnan's kind of talking to him, and you see the woman to Mert's right kind of lean in and whisper something into his ear.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. I'll spread my arms wide as I walk up. Morning, folks. Sorry, still waking up.
Good morning. Sorry, I was having a brain fart there. Good morning. And Gillester and Renair turns around, same thing, and you see Durnan's already got a drink poured for you, and passes one to Renair down for Mort. And, Mort, you look up, and this blonde-haired nobleman wearing a blue tunic offers you a just absolutely massive mug, for your hands at least.
Bottoms up.
Well, we're pre-gaming, are we?
Durnan says, kind of tradition.
Y'all need to eat more quinoa.
It's tradition to get as much gold off the adventurers before they go down and get lost, huh?
You see him just kind of give a grin. He says, consider these on the house.
Oh, hell, I was only teasing, but I appreciate it.
Tradition.
To tradition.
All of this, he says, just without his smile. Huh?
To tradition.
Well, they all drink with you guys. He says, well, and you see him reach under the bar here, and he pulls out a ledger, flips through it a couple pages. He says, so what's the name?
Uncommon.
He writes down uncommon. You see him kind of stand back, and he gestures to Mert, and Mert kind of gives him room, and he just calls out across the entire room. First, he gestures over to Matrim to cut the music, and he just says, "All right, we got the uncommon here. They're going to have to go down the well. Betting starts now."
I'm sorry. Betting?
And he looks down to you again, and he says, "Tradition."
It's a bet to see if we come back.
Are we not coming back?
You start to hear voices from across the room saying, "I got five gold on the wizard not making it back. I got 10 on the knight coming back alone," and stuff like that. And it gets dark. It gets really dark, and you hear one of them
Everyone's like, the wizard's dead.
you hear one of them. You hear one of them say, "The short one and the pretty one come back alive." And then there's a question, "Which one's the pretty one?"
Yeah!
And it goes on like this, and
I give that dude finger guns.
Yeah. And there's a mix of just dark, macabre humor along with, like, they're happy that it's a cheering and joyful, and but you start seeing the gold starts being brought up to the front, and he starts taking down names and putting it in ledger, and like you can see this is a thing.
I'm tempted to put 20 gold pieces on the bar and say, "Put me down for 20. I'm good for it."
Put you down for 20 on the what?
On us all coming back alive.
Oh, okay.
Just 20 on them all coming back alive. Got it. All right.
Hell, why not? I'll match her.
20 for the whole group. And looks to you,
Find out
Bart.
the wizard dying?
And I'll pass over 20 gold too. That's 60 in our favor.
Anybody else? He looks down at Mort.
5 on the wizard dying.
I just kind of stiffen. Mortimer!
I throw down 5 more.
Oh, you're the wizard. Sorry, I thought it was a
You
different wizard.
fucks!
No.
I throw down 5 more and I wink at Bert and I say, 5, the short one comes back with 1 leg.
You've never collected
And you
legs.
see-
Bart will be the one to give them the one leg.
So Durnan never cracks a smile the
Exactly.
whole time as he's writing all this down.
It's like all reasonable requests.
Those- I can control the outcome of my bet.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
All
All
right.
right. So yeah, they take all these, and you see there's other pages he's got here that have names in them that are filled with like bets on them also. He says,
Awesome.
"So,
Oh.
good luck to all of you." And Todrin, roll a perception check.
Oof. Bad.
Yep.
I'm too busy looking at this chick, Asper.
Yeah. And as you do, you do not notice as Esvile Rajnar comes around the room, sneaking through the crowd, and up behind you. And she whispers into your ear. She just says, "Eyes on another one already, huh?"
Ah! God! Where the hell did you come from?
She just laughs.
Well, you weren't around. I had to look at someone. How are
I've
you?
been here. I've been watching. I've got 20 gold on the lot of you coming back.
Well, I
Nice.
appreciate that.
I have faith in you. And Renair and Gillester and Mert also all bet money gold that you guys would all come back alive.
Awesome. Y'all are changing those once we get down there, aren't you?
Durnan, not even cracking any songs, just always do.
Amazing!
We have no chance in hell.
I got 20 on them all coming back alive. And 40 that they're all fucked.
So she kind of leans in close around you and says, well, like I said, my brother's down there with the Fineland expedition. I just wanted to remind you. If you happen to come across him, just say hi."
Just hi, not come back soon. How long has
I'm
it been down there?
Oh, a couple of weeks. I'm sure he's
Jeez.
fine.
Alright. Yeah, we'll
Do-
keep an eye out.
Actually, there is something else. Do me a favor, would you?
I pull out this notebook that I started writing all the requests down in, and I flip to the middle page. What do
She
you
kinda
want?
she
All
kinda
of them
goes-
should
she
have
says-
an exclamation point above their heads, like, we have a side quest.
Yes.
she kind of leans in and she says, "Bring me back a souvenir, something pretty."
Something pretty
And
for
then
the pretty one. I wrote
As
in the paper.
as you're writing it down, she kisses you on the cheek.
Oh shit!
She says, "There's more than that. More where that comes from, but first you've got to make it back."
Well, hell, if I wasn't inspired
How
before,
does this fucker keep getting promises of fucking boon?
She
because
says,
I'm the pretty one.
Oh, okay.
she gives you a wink and starts to walk away. And just before she's getting right to where Seraphima is, and she turns back and she says, "Todrin,
Yeah.
I usually get what I want in the end."
Oh,
She just keeps walking.
my
And
eyes get all big.
she disappears into the crowd.
I just kind of lean over to you. She's gonna get what she wants in the end.
I just bust up laughing and go back to my drink.
Like I said.
That was more than a little intimidating, not gonna lie. She have to sound threatening? Jeez.
I'm sure she meant well.
Yeah?
Or we're all doomed.
Well then, if that's it, I believe we should head down. Best to get started while we still have energy.
Indeed.
And
Let's
so
go, Uncommon.
the four of you down finish the rest of your drinks or not, depending on whether you want to or not. And all of you head over to the edge of the well.
I don't.
Go
Where
ahead.
are the stairs? I don't see
You know-
any stairs.
This is a mistake on my part with the map. there is a set of stairs, and there's a small overhang. And they will lower you down one at a time. And you actually see Durnan comes over to man the crank that raises the winch up and down.
There's not stairs like cycling down into the well.
No.
But just up.
No,
Okay,
it is. This is more of a.
Well?
There's a rope that's got
Oh,
where you
I'm
can
a
hang
gnome.
on to it.
I have for now at least 2 legs. I don't. Why would you? Todrin, is this really how we're doing this? We're just
I just
falling
pick him
into
up
this
like
bubble?
a football and walk over to
Oh,
the lift.
hey, wait a minute.
Durnan says, "Oh." Durnan says, "1 gold a person."
Oh, for the stairs, yes, fine.
No.
I hand him 4 gold pieces.
Thank you. And he looks to you again. He says, down to you, Mortimer, and he says, "Tradition."
I don't like that word.
He says, "I can get you a bucket if you prefer."
Oh no, it's okay.
He
Tradition.
went before we left.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
And so he begins to lower you guys down one at a time. Who's going first?
I will.
Todrin?
Sure. Yep.
All right.
And as I start to go down, I'll wave at Matrim.
So, and you actually see as you're stepping onto the rope and going down, he's starting to come this way. So, Todrin, you're being lowered down. It takes a few seconds, or a few minutes rather, to go from the top of the well all the way down, and about halfway down it
Hold
gets
on,
dark.
I got to interrupt you. As we're lowering, I look over at Davil and I give him a big old grin and flip him double birds as I sink below the level
Jesus.
of the well.
Love you, buddy. Fuck you.
Fuck you, you're cool, fuck you.
While he's lowering him and Matrim comes over, I'm just like, "Good morning, Matrim."
I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you guys are getting in a hurry, but got a quick request.
Oh, another one?
Sorry,
shoot
we've got
away.
to look. You guys are going all the way down to Skullport, right? That's what I've heard.
That's the plan.
Look, and he hands you a letter. It's sealed. It's got a wax seal on it. He says, "Look, there's a half-drow woman. She runs a tavern down in Skullport called the Flagon and the Dragon. She helped me out a little while ago, and I haven't had a chance to repay her. Could you just take her this pouch and this letter?"
Of course. What's her name?
Kalal Kaladani. She's half-drow.
Could you
Bless
spell that for me?
Can you paste that into chat for me?
All right.
Kalal Kaladani. Says, like I said, she's half-drow. She runs the Flagon and the Dragon. And he puts a pouch in your hand that's full of feels like gemstones or something like that. He says, and you can see the letter has in Elvish. You speak Elvish, right?
Yes.
It just says it's got her name on it, and that's it. And like it's sealed with a wax stamp. Or
And you want us to let her know it's from you, Matrim?
she'll know.
All right.
That's it.
You want to
And he
drink
goes
with that?
You're already halfway down the well.
That's right. I meant to say that in Hein's voice. Like I said, your guys' voices make me go southern. I don't know why.
All right. I'm gonna give you the letter, and I'm gonna put it in your
Alright.
inventory here.
I'll stash that in my coat, my robes.
So it should say Matrim's note to Kladani, sealed. Do you see that?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. And
And that's the inn called Dragons and Flagons?
it's a tavern called The Flagon and the Dragon.
the tavern keep of the dragon and the flagon.
So who's next down the well?
I just hold my hand out to Seraphima.
I'll go.
I jump in the bucket.
So he starts to lower you down. It takes a couple of minutes before you get to the bottom. About halfway down, it goes pitch black.
At the bottom, in the pitch black, you just see a faint flashing red light from my stone.
Someone can
Right.
lose track of you.
Who's next?
Sounds like I'm last.
All right.
So once it gets halfway down and darkness ensues, do I hear anything from above?
So as it's starting to go down, you hear a lot of just the overall just chatter, and it just starts to die down as you get lower and lower and lower and lower.
So it's not
And
like an unnatural cutoff. It's
No.
just a matter of distance.
Right. Exactly. It's
Okay.
140 feet down.
All right. Well, as the
So-
light starts to ebb, I'll pull out my drift globe and toss it in the air above me and command it to follow me about 5 feet behind.
Give me 1 minute here to shift gears.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
We have about 45-50 minutes.
That should be plenty of time. All right.
Clear the dungeon? Awesome.
I was just gonna say, wrap it all up.
Do you have your familiar with you, Bart?
As we're going down, yeah, I'll summon her.
All right. So-
And
Go ahead. Sorry.
as I get closer to the bottom where I can see the rest of the party, I'll tell her, before we get started, why don't you go scout around a little bit?
All right. And with that, there's a soft meow, and she takes flight and heads down the hall.
Is there just one path out from the base
So
of this place?
what you see at the bottom of the well, with the drift globe now lights this room. You're in a circular room. There's kind of a sandy floor here, and all along the walls, all around you, there's only one way out, but all around the walls are shields that have been pinned to the wall. And you see the heraldry from the Lord's Alliance, the Emerald Enclave, the Harpers, the Zentarum, just heraldry from almost every noble house you can think of, from Waterdeep and beyond. There are just dozens and dozens of shields that go up well above your heads.
Oh boy.
And you guys would know from just being in the Yawning Portal, the way this works is when you get to when you're trying to come back, you just start beating on those shields, and that sound carries all the way up the well into the tavern above. And that's how they know someone's trying to get back up. But here you are, at the bottom of the well, taking your first steps into Undermountain, or second for some of you. This corridor ahead of you, it's just straight, almost a straight shot. There's one curve in it to the south, and then it keeps going westward. And you get to a point. Hold on 1 second. I gotta find my notes.
You're
That's-
muted, Hein.
Hold on, I'm sorry. We're leaving the chamber with the shields?
Unless you have something else.
Yeah, before
did
we
first?
leave that room, I'm going to walk over to... Can I see the Amcathra shield? Is it anywhere?
You do, in fact, see the Amcathra shield down here.
Okay,
You also see the Margaster shield. They are old, very old.
perfect. I'm going to walk up and if I can, like, is it nailed to the wall?
It's fixed to the wall. It's a stone wall, so but it is affixed to the wall in a way that you could remove it if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll just walk up and pull out my little silver badge, the star that I was telling Bert about, and I'll just hang it from the same thing the shield is hanging from, and pat the shield, and then walk back to my group with my armor on, flip down my faceplate, and put on my game face.
One second, I'm trying to find something, and it's not where it's supposed to be. All right, here it is. So you begin moving down this hall to the west. And there's a faint sound that you start to hear, very faint at first. And it starts to build as you enter this. It's about a 20-foot wide corridor. And the sound starts just building and building. On both the north and the south walls, the drift globe begins to light up these bas relief carvings of fiendish creatures. You just kind of strain at first to hear the sound as it builds and builds. It's the distant sounds of battle. Clashing of steel, the gnashing of teeth. Terrible sounds that just grow louder and louder. The walls seem to be moving in until, for a brief moment, you're there. You see jagged mountains in every direction. The sky above has a reddish hue and the air is choked with smoke, the odor of sulfur. You turn to one side and you see a line of perfectly regimented devils with glaives holding the line, fearlessly facing down, a charging horde of howling demons. And you're right there in the middle of it.
You're familiar with this sign?
I was gonna say, wait, what campaign am I in again?
Oh, this was at the bottom of that thing?
Where the
Wait,
hell...
what campaign am I in?
Where the hell are we?
And in the middle of it all, here you are, right between two armies just before they collide. And you blink. And you're right back where you started. You're back here in a darkened dungeon of Undermountain. You all kind of share a glance.
What the hell was that?
That was
creepy.
unnerving.
Have I ever heard of that happening to somebody?
That is a new one on you.
I don't think that's normal for this place.
Would I have recognized what that was with all of my research?
Roll a history check.
Because I did some pretty extensive research on devils.
That was the Blood War. You're certain. You were. It felt like you were there. You're not sure if you were really there, but it felt like you were there. You were right there
No.
on Avernus, the first
I'll
level
fill
of the
in the
9
party.
Hells.
I'll fill in the party that was what appeared to be a skirmish in the Blood War.
When we looked around while we were in the vision, could we see each other, or was it individual for each of us?
You saw each other.
That's
They only have one leg.
No.
not yet, but you best keep watching. Keep an eye on each leg.
That doesn't
We
mean
put
look
one eye
down.
open.
Well, I mean,
That was unsettling.
Indeed it was. I wonder what that has to do. Are those symbols still on the wall and stuff?
Carvings are still on the wall, but all the sounds of battle and everything, it's all gone.
I'll take a step back the way we came.
Like
Mhm.
a premonition or something.
It doesn't come back.
Doesn't come back.
Alrighty. Well, stay close. Let's stay focused, and I'll start marching my way down the hallway.
Well, I would have pulled Weaver when all that happened, but
Right.
I will follow Todrin about 10 feet behind him.
Armor on, shield up, azure edge glowing.
Hang on. Sorry.
It's coming back!
Oh god!
That's my bad.
Not
It's not
again.
coming back.
Not
It's not
again.
coming back. All right. Sorry. You should be able to move freely now.
Okay.
I wish there was a way to set that to default. All right. What is your marching order?
I think I'll hug the wall.
All right. So, Todrin, as the drift globe begins to light the way ahead of you, you can see down the hall there's a set of stairs that go down, and there are a number of pillars that line this whole thing.
Do I hear anything? Breathing, moving?
Roll a perception check. Bart, also roll one for Miss Deanna.
Do you want me to just roll my perception for her, or
What's her bonus?
I don't remember.
She has a +5.
Jeez.
Perception.
So she gets to this point right here. Todrin, you don't see it. Miss Deanna takes a javelin and she goes down. Bart.
Aww.
But I heard something, right?
You don't see it,
As we're
but
moving, though, I'll
Todd-
let you guys know.
right? You don't see it, Todrin. You didn't hear anything, but Bart, you caught it.
And I'll just be like, stop. Something just killed Miss Tiana.
I'll immediately cast Bless on the four of us.
Moon Shillelagh.
I ready my bow.
And my axe. Sorry.
And my weapon. I mean, axe. Alright, well, only one way forward, and I'll start slowly creeping my way forward into the room.
All right. What about the rest of you?
I follow.
I'll keep my roughly 10 feet behind Bart or Todrin.
All right. And Mortimer?
Yeah, about 10 feet behind the next. Yeah, that's good.
So I'll
The
start
weapons
going
have
down the stairs.
Yeah.
Sorry, what, Kai?
My weapons had disappeared until I added to the list, and then they all came back again.
All
right.
Actually, after the vision of the... fuck it, never mind.
Todrin, as you start to come down those stairs, what do you have with you? What do you have out?
Armor on, shield up, azure edge, ready to swing.
All right.
My AC is accurate.
So as you start to come down the stairs, they're going to try to catch you in a net.
Of course.
So those stairs are down.
They are down.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
All right. So they you see there are two bugbears that come out of from behind these pillars. They try to throw a large net over you as you come down, but it does not connect. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Here we go.
Aven.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Little traumatic seeing these fuckers.
Avenge me.
Aven.
Damn it.
They all have Evan tattooed on their left forearm.
Where's my combat music? Hang on. This will do.
I have goosebumps. I'm so pumped.
Yeah. Do it.
All right. They are going to go first. So back behind some of these other pillars, you see a gazer, Todrin. This almost melon-sized creature with, well, here's an image for you.
Oh, please tell me that's not what I think it is.
It's a mini. It's a
Yeah.
baby.
Beholder.
Thank you. I'm like Xanathar. Nope, Xanathar. Fuck, no. Xanathar.
No.
Just for the record, they don't grow up to become beholders. It is a different kind of beholder kin. So, but you do see one of those in front of you,
Cool.
and it is
I
going
get
to
to kill my
fire.
cousin a little bit older today.
Todrin, I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Yeah, 17.
That's a success. So you guys watch as there's this kind of a bluish white beam fires from one of the eye stalks on its over its head, and just streaks the staircase here with what looks like ice. No damage. Bartholomew, I need a wisdom save from you.
Yeah.
So this
Nice.
beam, this ray of energy does hit you, and you start to feel this sense of fear, but you overcome it with ease. And so now this bugbear comes running up to you, Todrin, and he's going to swing a morning star at you. With a 20, he misses.
Awesome.
Is it?
Damn.
Yeah, it's 21 AC.
Mortimer, it is your turn.
Did you cast
What
Bless
a
at level
pleasant little
2?
thing that was.
Sorry?
I'm talking to Hind.
Did I what?
Did you cast Bless at level 2?
Did I need to?
Yeah,
Oh, Bless up to
affects 3 people.
3. Okay, so yeah, it would have been second level.
All right. Mortimer, what are you
so
going to do?
slow. I'm counting out things. Hold on.
Don't worry about it. No problem.
I meant to check that when I cast it. Got distracted.
Booger 4 is basically untouched. Okay, I'm gonna step to the side and shoot around Todrin to hit a Bugbear 4 with a guiding bolt.
All right.
Oh, dude, that is so cool. A little targeting thing.
Todrin, Seraphina, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to put you guys on certain squares here so we're not
You're right.
splitting.
You're right.
All right, that's a hit.
Nice, good hit. 20.
Oof.
This. Do you want to describe how this happens, Mortimer?
It's basically, so from my twig, there's kind of like a swirling green energy that spins around it, and in a spiral corkscrew kind of thing goes to it, and it hits it. The smoke, it kind of turns into smoke and starts to coursicate all over the body, and it kind of leaves an imprint in your vision that'll help you hit it better next time.
Sweet.
You got any movement or anything?
Yes, that's good.
All right, Bartholomew, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and swing my blade and fling a ball of fire, cast firebolt at this bugbear. Why? Oh, because it's advantage. I was like, why did I roll 2 dice there?
All right. And so as this bugbear is swinging his Morning Star at Todrin, the firebolt goes just a little bit wide and hits the pillar behind him.
All right.
All right, Todrin, now this other bugbear is going to come up to you. He's got 1 foot on the stairs and 1 step off, and he's going to swing his Morning Star on you also. Glances off of your shield and no damage. What do you want to do?
All right. I will turn to the one on the stairs and try to pin his ass to the wall with mine axe. Just in my head, I think to Azure Edge. All right. It begins again. Ooh,
Natural
yeah!
Way to go. All right.
Hell of a start. So I'm going to put second level Divine Smite into that, since I know I crit. So the first
Add an insult to injury.
So
Man,
there's
this
that.
poor guy.
And then Divine Smite will be 3. But I double all dice, right? I roll all dice twice. So it's
It'll do it for you.
Oh,
Well, it should.
we'll see.
If it doesn't, we'll just double the number.
Looks like it did.
If you click the little effect thing, it should give you the Divine Smite dice.
I'm trying to find where that is. I've got Divine Sense, Channel Divinity. I'm not seeing Divine Smite on my list of things here. Where did that go?
I don't know much about paladins. So
Is there
Yeah.
one called Divine Smite? Or is
I
it
know
something
there's a
else?
spell Divine Smite.
Yeah, I'm looking for the spell. I don't see it on my list.
Let me-
Is it in the right mode?
Yeah,
So,
cycle through them.
guys, are you sure there's one called Divine Smite? I'm not finding it.
Well, there's
I think it's
the
a
paladin
power
feature.
right?
Well, there
Paladin
are
feature.
different kinds of Smite. There's
Right,
but-
it's a feature that I have. I see it in my features, but I don't have.
okay. Okay, let me bring that in here. You should now have
There it is. Well,
that.
that's the definition there. I can just roll the dice. So 1, 2, 3.
I will work on parsing that later.
All right.
So you cast that at level 2?
Yeah, so it was 3 dice doubled to 6. So 12, 18, 24, 26 additional damage
To
to that
Well-
bugbear 11.
he's dead.
It just flashes bright blue and red sparkles go through it till it turns like brilliant violent purple
Yeah.
for a second. Just cleaves all the way through him. That was one of my attacks though.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, it's alright.
Uh,
I'm gonna turn to this other guy and try to bring this axe down right in the middle of his forehead here. Oh, it was almost another crit. So close. 28. Smack. Cool. And that'll be... I'm gonna move up into the room a little bit and call it good right there.
all right. Now, Seraphim, I'm sorry.
Alright. I'm gonna. Can I see Bugbear Core from where I am?
Willie's. He's down the stairs, but you can see him.
I'll get this. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna fire off one of my arrows. Go for him.
Right? Sorry, I'm having trouble with music tonight.
Damn it.
Oh, miss. Fuck.
Damn it.
Has everyone's bless bonus been a 1 so far? There's been 1, 3.
What is with the music tonight?
Taboo
This is,
before we get
this is
started.
all wrong.
Damn it,
must
Rhythm.
have just... This isn't even funny. Why is it all wrong? Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm
No,
having
it's-
technical difficulties tonight.
that's
I'm gonna
fine.
have to.
While you figure that out, Hind, you need to send Alex another invite.
I did. Does he need a third? Apparently. There we go.
I guess so, because I just tried to and it said that he already declined.
Now he's not showing up in my search bar.
Weird.
All right, Seraphina, did you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up. Yeah, I'm gonna move up east side part here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm handling my turn.
Okay.
Did you actually do the search? Because when I try to search for him, it says he was declined. Not he was declined, but that he declined it. Go ahead and pass your turn, Seraphina.
Oh, how do I do that?
It's the little arrow in the bottom left of the combat tracker.
Oh, okay, that's new. Usually this does it automatically.
Kaizen usually does it.
Oh, well,
I'm doing a thing right now. I'm sorry.
no, take your time. I just didn't know that you were the one that did it. I thought it did it automatically.
All right. Top of the round, we come back to this this gazer. It is going to swing around these pillars, and it's going to try and. I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Todrin.
Wisdom. $18.
Shrug it off, no problem. And it floats a little higher. It's up about 15 feet now, and it's going to cast. I need a strength saving throw from you, Seraphima.
Oh, God, okay. Come on, thank you. Okay.
That's a success. So you feel as if you're going to be lifted off your feet for a moment, but you manage to shrug off the effect. No problem. You're fine. All right. This bugbear is going to attempt to disengage, not knowing about your feet, Todrin. And he's going to try to move.
All right. I will give him a whack if I can. Hiya! Miss.
That's a miss.
The feat allows you to attack even with a disengage? What's the feat?
Sentinel.
I don't remember what that does.
He's gonna get this far, and you just hear him shouting, "Briark! Briark!" at the top of his lungs.
Oh boy.
Mortimer, it's your turn.
I am really tired of that sound. Which one was yelling that?
That's the bugbear that's in the middle of the room. Which, you speak Goblin, right? You would know that means basically attention, ready, come here, that kind of thing. He's calling for reinforcements.
Not anymore, he's not. I guess concentration. There's no thing, so oh god. Can you show the map again? I just put the wrong one.
There you go.
Okay, so from there, there's going to be silence.
Alright. So yeah, you just in the middle of it, you just hear Briark, Briark, and it's just complete silence. Do you want to move or anything?
Okay, so that's me. So then that'll break if thing. Yeah, I'm gonna inch up a little bit.
Okay.
Just at the top of the stairs here.
From there, you see there's another bugbear that comes around the corner from the north. It starts to charge you, Todrin, throwing a javelin on the way to you.
In total silence.
In total silence. You can see his
Awesome.
mouth is open and it's moving. Javelin just clashes off of your shield and into nothingness. It shatters on impact. Does no damage.
Sweet.
And then you see another one coming from the other direction.
Oh.
From the south. Same thing. He gets this far, and he is actually going to use his dash action to get in combat with you, Todrin.
Bring it.
Uh-oh, there's more.
There's more.
You start to see goblins pouring into the room now. If it'll show them. There it is. Alright. Bartholomew, you hear the grinding of stone behind you as a door opens. You did not notice before. And goblins begin coming out behind you.
Ah, fuck me.
Oh boy. Hell Scorcher. The best
Oh
part
my
is
god! The
holy
screen just goes blank. I'm like,
Oh,
what's
God.
going on? 30 goblins.
Goblin fires an arrow at you and he misses Bart. Another one comes out. He fires a bow at you, Seraphima. He's gonna hit though. you just see them pouring into the room out of just it's almost like every corner that you can think of.
Good God.
Holy shit!
Bartholomew, this one comes up behind you and he lands a hit on you with a scimitar.
Ooh, 5? Hold on. 12. Yep, that I can't do anything about that.
Alright. This one's gonna run up as quick as he can behind you, Todrin.
Good Lord.
This reminds me of the bridge.
This one swings at you, Seraphima, but you manage to deflect his blade with your staff there.
Okay. It's a checkerboard of goblins.
Oh,
Bartholomew,
I can watch. That's
it is
probably
your
gonna
turn.
wipe these ones out.
Alright. Having just been attacked, I just kind of turn around and I do a little bit of a dance and I stab my sword forward. And let's see here. How do I do this? I'm gonna cast Fireball in the middle of that room.
Okay. What's the radius?
20 feet, so it's a 40-foot diameter. So it fills that
Crazy
room.
big.
Like that?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's
So
funny because you see all these come flooding in, and once it gets to be above 4, I just kind of drop my arms and stand straight up, like I know it's coming. I don't even have to fucking look anymore. Cover my
You're
eyes.
just like, oh God, I don't want to get blinded. Cover
Yeah,
my eyes.
my shield's already over my face.
So go ahead and roll that. I know exactly what's about to happen. This is about to get really messy.
I'm about to take a bath.
You ever see a flush grenade? You're about to. You ever see a flush grenade? You're about to now.
Yep.
Holy!
Holy fuck!
Oh my God.
All right, roll damage. So the funny thing about this, when this fireball,
Instant death.
what you see from this fireball is this bead, this red bead, flies from Bartholomew's finger across the room. It impacts this pillar that's in the middle of the room, but there's no sound. It falls within that zone of silence.
Oh my God, that is
But you
epic.
just see fire
Hell
erupt
yeah.
in that room. It engulfs Todrin. It engulfs all of the goblins in that room. And when it clears, Todrin is unscathed. And the room is filled with the bodies of burning dead goblins.
Ash and char, and there's just the circle of untouched stone around Todrin.
I slowly
There,
lower the
Jesus.
shield from my face.
And then I'll
Give me-
turn back to the goblins and I'll raise my sword. Have at you.
Give me 1 second here.
You gotta clear out all the goblins you planned.
Oh, fireball is my favorite.
Fucking wild.
And here I was about to flood the corridor.
You're just like,
Oh,
oh,
God.
God, we're being overwhelmed. Where'd they all go?
Todrin gets stuck in a spin cycle.
So
Be like, look, I'm gonna make your buddies disappear. Watch.
Let me show you some magic.
as this
Fire and
happens,
water.
you watch this fireball go off, and you can feel the heat as it washes over you, but just there's no pain, no nothing. It's just you're completely unscathed by this. And you look over at this room full of dead goblins, and then you hear a cracking sound as
Oh,
one of the bugbears, his skull starts to pop off.
Oh no! It's your
Yay.
favorite, Bart.
Spiders!
Todrin, I need an intelligence saving throw from you.
Oh no! Come on, baby. Have to pass this. Oh no! A natural one! Oh fuck!
Does anybody want to lend him their inspiration?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. I'll take Seraphima's. Come on,
Take
baby.
it.
There we go. Much better.
You can
Woo!
feel this thing in your head. You've seen one of these things before, and you know what they're capable of, and just how deadly an intellect devourer is. And there's that moment of realization of just how bad this could be. You overcome the effect.
Oh, thank God.
You just hear in the background, Todron!
What?
Todron! Todron! Todron!
Tundran.
Run away, run away, run away!
And it is your turn.
Oh man. Okay, so let me... Yeah, I figured that's what it was, okay. So yeah, in a panic, I'm gonna turn on this Intellect Devourer and try to bring my axe down on its squishy little face.
It's gonna rock.
That's a hit.
Okay, and I'm gonna put first level smite. No smite. Just a hit first. There we go. That's a good one. And then I'll bring it around again. Try to smash it. Oh, thank God.
Hit.
Die!
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to. Fuck. Okay, that's me.
I will kill it before it gets to you, don't worry.
Okay.
I don't even care about the goblins at my back. Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing.
Actually, yeah. Since it didn't die, I'm gonna take off running back towards you guys.
All right. It and the bugbear are both going to take swipes at you then.
Okay.
It reaches out with its claws. That's going to be a 14 to hit. It's
Nope.
not going to hit. And the bugbear is going to roll 20 is a failure. So no, they both. The Intellect Devourer tries to nip at your heels but misses completely. The bugbear swings his Morning Star at you, and it just glances off the back of your armor. All right,
Oh
Seraphina.
God, that was close.
Alright, I am gonna let these two handle that thing. As the goblins at our back, I'd like to use Tidal Wave.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to kill 20 things in the first 10 minutes.
Whew.
Holy shit.
This is the welcoming
Yeah.
committee.
The silent fireball.
Yeah, that's great.
That was wonderful. That was epic. Alright. I'll
Thanks,
fire.
Caitlin. That was fun. My favorite.
Wait, hold up. Can I? Target. Right. Curses in area. 30 feet long and 10 feet wide. And 10 feet tall. Oh, I'm gonna fill this fucking corridor.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Alright. I have to tag all of them, don't I?
Hang on. What's the? It's Tidal Wave, right?
Yeah, Tidal Wave. Yeah. 30 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet.
Tell you what, I'll go ahead and roll for him real quick. It's a DC 15, I think.
I believe.
All but one of them failed. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Alright. That's fine. Okay. Let's go. Okay, roll damage on all of them?
Yep.
Okay. Let me tag all of them then. 17, 14. Alright.
There you go.
Yay! Alright. There we go. Roll damage.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
even with the save, they all go down.
Y'all elemental powerhouses.
Do you want to describe how this happens?
Basically, I just I hold on to my stuff and I outstretch my hand, and from the palm of my hand just water, like it almost looks like my hand is a bucket, and it just goes and it's just out, and it's this big, huge wave that just fills the corridor from side to side and sweeps down the corridor.
Yeah, and you watch as all these goblins that were right behind you that just came out of nowhere through the secret door get washed down and tumbled through, and they are dead when that water splashes and fills the. After the wave dissipates, the water kind of hits the back wall and it kind of flows back towards you guys. But at this point, the wave itself is gone. It's just the water, and now the whole room, there's water that just comes lapping at your ankles, and it pours down the stairs. But there's a bunch of dead goblins at the end of the hall now.
Beautiful.
Alright, so that's take care of that. What is that?
You guys see a head poke out from the back here of this creature
You guys?
without the rider, and it kind of looks around, and you see its mouth moving, and it turns around, and it goes the other direction.
Nope, not today. I don't feel like dying today.
There was a
Enjoy.
bunch of allies in this room, but now it smells like bacon.
Yeah, and you see the same thing come from the other direction. It comes down, it sees that wave, and it stops, and it just kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Bye," and it turns around and walks away. And it actually speaks,
Oh shit!
but it just says, it looks around and it just sees all this chaos, and it just says, "Nope," and just
Nope.
walks away.
that true. Just like no, hell no.
Awesome.
All right.
It's like a cat steps 1 foot in the puddle in the hallway and shakes it off, all aggressive.
At this point, you guys watch that intellect devour as the water starts pouring down the stairs. It's now up to, its feet are getting wet, and it starts to run.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're better.
What the hell happened here?
That is
Mortimer, it's your
fucking
turn.
Awesome, guys.
Okay.
Bugbear is.
We made those goblins good.
Yes!
What happened to the intellect devour?
Thank you, thank you.
You saw the intellect devourer turn around and run, and it went southward.
Down or up the stairs to the bottom?
It went up the stairs to the bottom. So this thing goes down into a pit, and then there are 4 sets of stairs: south, west, east, and north that all go up.
Okay, gonna drop concentration on my silence. I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna bash Bugbear 20 with my tiny twig of something or other.
Give him a whack.
You cast Jalali, right?
Yes, he did.
I did, yeah.
My beat stick of truthiness.
Oh.
Swinging a miss.
Taste the magic.
I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
All right, go for it. Oh, I need to take that off the Seraphim.
Yes!
Net
That was
roll
where-
20.
Nice.
Where did the intellect devourer go?
He ran.
It ran to the south.
Get it! Get it!
Get it!
Get it! Get it!
So, Mortimer, you take the swing with your stick here, and he thinks he has it stopped, but just as he does, you shift your movements with that bit of inspiration and connect with him fully, and wow, is it a hit! It knocks him for a loop.
Oh shit, you landed a crit with that? Wow, nice,
You
dude.
did.
I didn't even notice.
Bugbear got hit blast.
All right, and with that, and seeing what all's happened here, he's going to try and run. If you want to take an opportunity to attack,
The best thing is,
I do.
he was the
I
first
do.
one to show his face, too. And he's
Yep.
the only one left standing.
Kill my cat. Estás loco, kill my cat.
Estás loco.
Yeah.
Loco.
Ah,
yeah, he gets about 5 feet away before you snap him in the back of the knee, and he falls forward and just face plants right against the floor and just cracks his skull open.
Yeah. We all got a kill.
No
At
place
least-
to die.
At least one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Bart,
10, 20, 30. Yeah, I'm gonna run out to here.
uh-huh.
That's all I can do. I'm just like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh no!
As you get
No!
to the bottom of the stairs and start looking around for where did it go, you start to hear a cracking sound from that bugbear right in the floor in front of you.
Oh no.
Oh! Oh no!
And a second one starts to push its way out of that cracked open skull.
Oh.
Alright, as
no.
I see that, I just kind of flourish my blade and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on that fucking thing. God damn it.
Well,
Overkill.
that would be a thing if it were your turn.
Oh, it's still my turn. I didn't make an action. Is
Well,
this
he-
his turn?
Kaizen Mented came out after
Alright.
your turn, so...
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Well then, don't pay attention to what all that. That was
Sorry.
me.
That's okay.
That's okay.
All right. Bartholomew, I need a saving throw from you. Intelligence saving throw.
God damn.
Fingers
Come on,
crossed.
baby.
Ha! Fuck
Yeah!
that
Natural
30! No!
So yeah, it
20! You rolled a crit and Bless was perfect.
climbs out of the thing's skull, and it turns around and it tries to blast you with this devouring of your intellect, but you manage to shrug it off with ease, and it also starts to turn and run. It goes north this time.
It's too smart for me. I can't do it.
Here's my mental command. No! And you guys all hear me. No!
All right, Todrin.
Right. Alright, so I will run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You can just see the one around the corner as it's running up the stairs. It's having a little bit of trouble with the stairs.
And yeah, as I was running past Bart, I'm just pulling my bow. I've sheathed my shield and Azure Edge. I was hoping to get a shot at this thing. So, don't worry, I got it. I don't got it. I pull another arrow. Don't worry, I definitely got it.
So for the record, these shots are also at -5 because of the cover. So that one, however, I think is going to hit.
Yeah?
That second one will hit. Yeah.
Yes! Can I smite on a ranged attack? With a melee
say weapon?
attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If it says just weapon, yes. If it says ranged, then yes. If it says melee, no. All right.
Well, I hit it. It ain't down.
Yeah. The first shot glances off the wall, and the second one does pin it in the back of the leg as it's fleeing. Seraphima, what would you like to do?
Probably. I'm going to come up next to Todron and
Bart?
Bart. Hold on. Do I have a spell that can probably fill that staircase? Ooh, wait a minute. I may have one.
And I am aware of the time, so we're going to wrap up quick soon.
You're muted.
God damn it. Yeah, I didn't notice. We are late.
We have an hour and 47 minutes.
That's fair. Yeah, let's finish this up.
I could do another. See, I don't think I have any spells that could reach around that and fill that corridor.
Let's see. Tidal Wave
I
could
was-
do it again. It has
Yeah.
a range of up to 120 feet.
Don't
I was
burn all
thinking
your
Dust
spells.
Devil.
Don't burn all your spells on this. This is our first encounter. We just
Well,
got here.
I'll say this also. It's not hard to see that they got scared. A lot of them died really fast, and they're running. So
I'm
do
probably
with
just
that information as you will. If you want to go after them, that's up to you.
I'm gonna just stay.
All right. In that case, the wargs are going to run further. You just hear kind of this yipping sound as these two wargs are talking to each other in their own language. Do any of you speak warg? I know you don't.
No.
That's an actual language, believe it or not. But
Wow.
you can hear them talking to each other as they flee down the hall to the north.
Wow.
The two intellect devourers also flee, one north and one south. Do you guys want to chase them, or what do you want to do?
Bart does. Bart's like, we need to get those. We need to kill them.
I
They
think
must
either
die.
way, we should pick that up next time.
You guys gotta go now.
All right. In that case, we will
It's a
pick
good
it up
pause
here
point right here.
next time. Yeah. So
Yeah,
real
we
quick
gotta
before you all leave, I know I want to get this real quick. What do you guys think? How was?
Round of applause. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
All
I'm
right.
so pumped
That
to
was
be
a lot
here.
of fun.
Great.
The
Oh,
Like I said-
great.
your
Like I said, I don't wanna-
introduction was really, really awesome. The music going as we drop in. Oh man,
Yeah.
I was pumped.
I don't know what was wrong with the rhythm. Anyway, I don't want to keep you guys any longer than I have to. I know you guys are already running late, so you guys, good luck with your game. Have
Thank
fun.
You. Thank you.
And I'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
I'm keeping
Thanks,
it open.
guys.
I promise.